Hello everyone. So hope you are studying well at home. Okay, this is the session 2 of class 12 geography. First session we have revised the chapter number 2, 3 up to 4. So here we'll revise the chapter 5, 6, 7. Okay. So let's start with from primary activities. So I think your this fifth chapter is with primary activity. So what is primary activity? Generally, when we discuss about the primary activity, that is hunting and gathering, right? Again, agriculture will come in primary activities, hunting, gathering. Earlier days, all the peoples were generally they were engaged with hunting and gathering, and that was the main income source. What is that income source? Generally, activity, that means human activity means what? Those activities generate income, that is called the economic activity, and main economic activity was hunting and gathering. So they were busy with the poaching and killing of the animals and gathering of the honeybees. Like so, from that pastoralism arised. Okay. So যেতিয়া প্ৰথম ভিত্তি কি আছিল, যেতিয়া hunting gathering আছিল, তাৰ পিছতে আমি চাব লাগে pastoralism. Pastoralism, that means what happens in pastoralism? Generally they engage with the animals. Hiyote ki kore? Pokupalon kore. Pokupalon, right? That means those people generally in the desert area, generally in the mountainous region, people are engaged with pastoralism, and they are called the nomads. What is that called? Nomads. So nowadays this India-China standoff is going on. So in that Ladakh region, generally in that Ladakh region, generally people are nomads. Nomads means they move with animals from one region to another. Okay, and that is what process is called a nomadic herding. They move from one place to the another with the animals. They are called nomads. So তেওঁলোকে জীৱ-জন্তু বিলাক লগত লৈ ঘূৰি ফুৰে ঘাঁহ বন বিচাৰি. Okay, আৰু তাৰ পৰা কি কৰে তেওঁলোকে ইনকাম জেনাৰেট কৰে. They generate income generally in the dry areas. যিবিলাক কিছুমান snow covered area তো হ'ব পাৰে, কিছুমান desert area তো হ'ব পাৰে, কিছুমান গাঁৱলীয়া অঞ্চল তো হ'ব পাৰে. So they are called the nomads. Okay, and process is called the nomadic herding. Another with the nomadic herding, that actually generally those people changes with the season. যিবিলাক ঋতুৰ লগত প্ৰব্ৰজন কৰে, গৰম দিনত ইয়াত থাকিল, ঠাণ্ডা দিনত বেলেগ ঠাইলৈ গ'ল. In summer they will be here, in winter they will be there because of changing pattern of the rainfall. So they are called the transhumans. Okay, to confuse nokoriba. What is that transhumans? What is that nomads, nomadic herding or pastoralism? Pastoralism means the activity they do, that is called pastoralism, or the process they move from one place to the another, that is called the transhumans. Jitu process of তেওঁলোকে move কৰিব. Okay, moving process is called transhumans. Etu par ritu provojon kari. Okay, so after that we have to see the agriculture here. So with this pastoralism we have to see the livestock, commercial livestock rearing. Commercial livestock rearing. So what is this commercial? Com stands for the commercial. So when we discuss about the commercial, that means what? Large income. We generate the large income. We rear the animals in commercial basis. আমি যেতিয়া কমাৰ্শিয়াল বেসিছত এনিমেল বিলাক আমি ৰিয়াৰ কৰিম, পশুপালন কৰিম, এটোকে কমাৰ্শিয়াল লাইভষ্টক ৰিয়াৰিং, জেনাৰেলি ফৰ দা মিল্চিং এনিমেলস. ওকে, মিট ইন্ডাষ্ট্ৰিজ, মাংস উদ্যোগৰ কাৰণে, মিল্চিং এনিমেলস, ডেয়াৰী ফাৰ্মৰ কাৰণে. ওকে, সো দ্যাট ইজ কল্ড দা কমাৰ্শিয়াল লাইভষ্টক ৰিয়াৰিং. Then okay, we talk about the agriculture. I mean the agriculture we are discussing agriculture also. So agriculture, that means directly agriculture is related with the primary activities. So generally agriculture, so we are dividing in the based on the methods of farming. Methods, some farming methods again. So on the basis of methods of farming, so we'll discuss the types of agriculture. So number one is the subsistence agriculture. Subsistence. So subsistence agriculture আমি কি কৰো, জাস্ট জেনেতেনে আমি অলপ সংখ্যক মানে অলপ পৰিমাণৰ আমি প্ৰডাকশন কৰো, আৰু তাৰ পিছত আমি কিখিনি খাইব জেনেতেনে জিয়াই থাকো, তাৰ পৰা আমাৰ বেছি ইনকাম জেনাৰেট নহয়. So এটো কয় subsistence agriculture. This is for only family, to feed the family. আমি জাস্ট পৰিয়ালটো পুহিবৰ কাৰণে আমি পাৰো subsistence. Okay. So after that, generally subsistence agriculture shifting আমি যদি চাও টাইপ শিফটিং এগ্রিকালচার সো শিফটিং এগ্রিকালচার আমি জানো আমাৰ নৰ্থ ইষ্টত কি কৰা হয় ঝুম কাল্টিভেশ্যন কৰা হয় ৰাইট সো শিফটিং এগ্রিকালচার মিন্স হোৱাট for 2 to 3 years they just use the method of slash and burn কিয়তে কি কৰে যিবিলাক ফৰেষ্ট এৰিয়া থাকে সো ফৰেষ্ট এৰিয়া বিলাক কি কৰিব সেইবিলাক কিয়তে স্ল্যাশ বাৰ্ন কৰি দিব মানে জ্বলাই দিব সো এৰিয়াৰ পিছত কি হ'ব তাৰ পৰা যেটো ছাই ওলাব সেইটো মাটিৰ লগত মিক্স হ'ব আৰু মাটিটো কি হ'ব পলস হ'ব সো it will become the soil fertile so that is called a ঝুম cultivation ঝুম cultivation generally it is called in northeastern মানুহবিলাকে কি কৰে ঝুম cultivate ঝুম বুলি কয় ঝুম খেতি বুলি কয় and another name is also there milpa so milpa that is in called Central America in Central America that is called milpa and ladang বুলি কি কয় Malaysia and Indonesia কি বুলি কয় ladang বুলি কয় okay and after that what will happen after 2 to 3 years again when as the soil fertility loses they will shift to the another place that's why it is called a shifting cultivation okay then after that this shifting agriculture generally again after that intensive agriculture means see one difference is there subsistence and the intensive subsistence means generally for our family but intensive what I mean intensive job production is there so all of production hoy or tare ki manual labor to besi hoy manual labor ami amar human labor to ami besi put korim ta again these machinery also will put but in intensive agriculture some portions will use for the commercial ami kisuman mane bikibor karone ba income generate koribor karone ami use korim hetu difference intensive and the subsistence okay then after that another agriculture is there plantation agriculture I think you have heard about this plantation agriculture jetu ko rupon kiki plantation agriculture is here etu ki boli koy rupon kiki boli kowa hoy so ami bohistobor janui we know the significance we know the characteristics plantation agriculture one single crop kora hoy generally for as example cocoa okay coffee tea rubber okay plantation agriculture actually in the historic time these Americans and Europeans they started coconut in Philippines tea in South Asian nations again rubber in Malaysia rubber actually discovered by that is first time they started by Dutch okay again sugarcane there is also one type of plantation agriculture sugarcane in Caribbean island we know the Caribbean islands that is Haiti West Indies ebila ki hoy Caribbean island poribo mane jikini Caribbean sea akhe pakhe jibila island countries ase hebila godi start korisel first time sugarcane okay so after plantation agriculture we'll see here what is next mixed farming so when we discuss about the word mix jeta ami mix word to paisu here what will happen here again crop is also there crop plus again animal husbandry animal rearing is also there jate ki thakibo crop u thakibo aru plus animal rearing u thakibo so that is called the mixed farming okay ami duta bostu ekelage korim but here investment is high investment all basically hobo capital investment will required more so that is called the crop and that is called mixed farming so after mixed farming we can see the dairy farming so dairy farming we can find everywhere because dairy for the animals are used for the milking okay just we use a mill generally Amul okay Amul butter company Amul milk production company so that is called dairy farming for dairy farming again we use the animal husbandry so after dairy farming again another plantation is there Mediterranean agriculture so I think you have heard about Mediterranean Sea so periphery of the Mediterranean Sea we do some types of agriculture that is called the Mediterranean agriculture so we know Mediterranean agriculture, that climate is unique from the other climate. That is what? Dry summer, wet winter. Generally, Mediterranean cultivation, viticulture is there. Do you know what is viticulture? Viticulture kat koi janani? Jitu grape production, grapes, angur jitu production kore etu koi viticulture. Okay. So agriculture, that is cropping of grapes, that is called the viticulture. So viticulture generally we do in the Mediterranean agriculture. Okay. So after Mediterranean agriculture, again another is there market gardening. So market gardening, generally what? No, there is garden in the market. That means what? In the market we can see the gardens of what? Fruits and the flowers. So if there is amount is increasing number of fruits and flowers, that is in the market, that is called the market gardening. Okay. That is another time is also there truck farming. Truck farming is what? When the truck, that is a mode of communication between the market between the agricultural field to the market. That is called the truck farming. Then again another is there in market gardening, that is horticulture, right? Horticulture generally fruits and vegetables. These are simple terms. We have already learned in the these previous sessions in our, that is chapter sessions, but this is the only revised session. So in revising class, so we have to cover all the 3 classes together. Again after here, cooperative farming with what? Cooperative farming. What is this cooperative? We know when the cooperative word come, it will give you a Homobai committee, right? So cooperative, generally one society is there. A society thakibo, cooperative society thakibo. Generally, when you think about the cooperative society, panchayat, taluks, okay, these are cooperative societies. Our municipalities, these are cooperative societies. So generally, agriculture under this society. Ekon society thakibo aru society kon under jeti ami all the inputs, jiman bilak inputs lagibo, there is a hiring variety seeds, all the machineries, human labor, jiman expend koribo, all the capitals we needed, so it will be given by the cooperative society. The cooperative society dibo, and the production will be directly transferred to that society, and they will make the profit in a higher cost, and the remaining portions it will get to the farmers. Farmers paisa dibo ultimately, and production pabo aru jikin thakibo remaining parts extensive jikin thakibo ikin directly cooperative society jabo, and cooperative society will make the profit. So in theory, this earlier means Belgium, generally some European countries, Netherlands, Amsterdam, এইবিলাক country generally this cooperative farming to already success hoise. Okay, another farming আছে, this is called collective farming. So collective farming generally, these are simple terms, only one difference is there. Collective, we do the this agriculture collective, all the farmers will come and their inputs will put together. Farmers bilakor jiman thakibo, animals, then machineries, then all these equipment jiman kin thakibo or seeds, all in they will collectively they will spend in the profit of spend koribo, or then what will happen, they will the production they will keep some portions along with them, again under remaining portions they will sold in the market. So it is sell koribo market. So it is called a collective farming, but collective farming is not profitable. So this collective farming is called a kolkhoz. Collective farming to kibli koi kolkhoz buli koi in Australia. Okay. Collective farming is called kolkhoz. So here agriculture is finished. So let's move to the mining. We will be the mining or kotha sam. Mining. So ami janu now it is mining is a very big news in Assam, because Tinsukia, that is coal mining center, it took the fire. Now also these people are unable to just stop the fire. So mining generally, there are 2 types of mining. One is called the open cast mining. Open cast mining. I mean, generally open field. Suppose the open field is very, very risky. This is not very risky. So in the open field, generally we can mine these minerals very easily. Okay, it is called open cast mining. Our next another mining is there, that is called underground mining, but it is very expensive also, and this is very risky also. Generally it happens in the mountainous area. Mountainous area generally generally we do the safe mining. Safe mining means underground mining. Suppose minerals are here in the underground, so we have to make hole, so then to get the minerals. So it is very risky to go to the underground. Suppose suddenly earthquake came, what will happen? The people will generally die. Okay, so this is very risky. Generally it happens in the mountainous region, but in again under the sea also, under the sea surface also we do this underground mining. Okay. So after that, this when we are discussing about the mining, so we have to discuss the manufacturing industries. Generally, manufacturing industries is in chapter 6, I think. So manufacturing, generally the word manufacturing is related with the make by hand. Make by hand. That is the literal meaning. Literally the meaning is made by hand. But nowadays, actually manufacturing is made by hand also, made by material. So we transform the raw materials to the finished good, to the finished product. So when you convert the raw materials to the finished product through machinery, through any technology, these are called the manufacturing. Okay. So we are discussing about the manufacturing industry. So we have to discuss the factors. I mean the factors will have some factors of location of industry. This is very easy, but just I'm reminding you factors of location of industries. Number one factor is the access to raw materials, right? Number two is the access to market. Number three is the capital will be there. Okay, capitals. Okay. Number four, access to labor, energy, again other transport, and so many factors will come. So along with this, we have to see the footloose industry also. I think we have already discussed the footloose industry. So what is that footloose industry? So those industry we can put anywhere. Okay, like these electronics industries, like any leather industry. So actually they are not based on the raw materials or based on any location, based on any transport communication. So we can put anywhere. I mean, jote tote footloose industry ami bahabo paro. Mane jiblak industry ami jote tote kuno factors. Actually it doesn't depend on any factor. These are called what? Footloose. So generally the electronics, leather. So actually this doesn't depend on any raw material, so it doesn't depend on any mode of communication. So wherever market is available, so we can put the industry. These are called the footloose industry, right? Again, on the basis of generally based on size. So industries according to based on size, industries are divided into three types. Generally, a large scale industry, small scale industry, number three, cottage industry, right? So large scale means actually we invest very huge capital, we invest manual labor use, so we just capture a large area, that is called a large scale industry, and we make the production very in large amounts. And small scale industry generally again that is not the size of the industry is small, but their periphery area means that is the production is low. Again we put the means low number of capital, less number of capital. And cottage industry generally handloom. আমি ঘৰবিলাকতো পাওঁ handloom industries বিলাক যিবিলাক আমি সৰু সৰু আমি ঘৰতে আমি যিবিলাক suppose বিৰি roller in West Bengal যিবিলাক বিৰি roller, then again these makers, these are called the cottage industries. So generally what happens here, no any high huge capital investment. আমি এটা বহুত ডাঙৰ পইচা আমি ইনভেস্ট নকৰো, সৰু পইচা ইনভেস্ট কৰি আমি ডাঙৰ প্ৰফিট কৰিব পাৰো. So these are what is investors. Okay. So along with this, again we have to discuss many more like this sea roads, like highways, national highway chapter. So this chapter we'll discuss later on. So up to here in revision class for today this much only. Thank you.